In this video we're going to look at calculating the area of a compound shape. Now a compound shape or a composite shape is one which is formed from two or more shapes. So it's a more complicated looking shape, but we can divide it into smaller, easier shapes and find the areas separately and then combine them all. So what we should be doing here is sketching the shape, show how we're splitting it up, label each part and find each area separately, and add or subtract areas as appropriate. So in this example there's a number of different ways we can do this, and I'm going to show it in two different ways. The first one is I'm going to split it vertically into two separate shapes, and I'm going to label them 1 and 2. And trying to work out all the dimensions is really important. Now we know the width of this is 1 and the length is 2, and we know that the full width of the top of the shape is 6 meters, and if we've already got 2 taken up with this extra part, then that means the width of the larger rectangle is 4 meters. We know the height of, or the distance from the bottom of the rectangle to the sticky out bit is 3 meters, and the sticky out bit is 1 meter tall, so that means the total width of the right hand rectangle is also 4 meters, which also means that it's not a rectangle, it's a square. So what we'll do is find the area of 1, and that's going to be 1 times 2, which is 2 square meters. Then we can find the area of the second shape, and that's going to be 4 times 4, which is 16 square meters. And the total area is going to be found by adding these two together to get 18 square meters. Now the second way to consider this would be that it's a large rectangle minus the small one. So what we have is, again, we need to figure out the dimensions of it, and the height of the large rectangle is made up of 3 meters to here, and another 1 meter, which is 4 meters, which we previously had, and then the dimensions of the smaller rectangle will be 2 and 3. So if we work out the area of 2, that's going to be 6 times 4, which is 24 square meters. Area 1, so again it's a rectangle, so it's length times breadth, so it's 3 times 2, which is 6 square meters. So to work out the compound shape, we'll have to take 24 or 6 away from 24, and we'll get an area of 18 square meters, which is what we had previously. Example 3, find the area of this compound shape. So we can clearly see it's made of a triangle and a rectangle. Now to work out area 1, and because it's a triangle, it's a half times the base times the perpendicular height. Now we know that the base of the rectangle is 8, and because it's a rectangle then the other width is going to be 8. So that means the base of the triangle is also 8. We need to work out the perpendicular height of it. Now we know the height of the rectangle, or square in fact, is 8. So that means we've gone up 8 centimeters of the 12 centimeters of the total height, which means the height of the triangle is 4 centimeters. So area 1 then, half times base, so that's half times 8 times the perpendicular height of 4, so that's 16 squared centimeters. Area 2 is length times breadth, which is 8 times 8, which is 64 squared centimeters. So the total area is 16 plus 64, which is 80 squared centimeters.